Sunday, October 19th, around noontime. Boat delivery, Nordhavn 76, right here. From Seattle to Honolulu, Hawaii. Name of the boat is North Star. It's gonna be my 6th trip between Hawaii and the mainland and back. Very familiar with this boat by now, about 12,000 miles, 13,000 miles already on her. We're leaving tomorrow morning. Today's kind of windy, you can probably hear it. It's going good 40 knots, gusting to 40 off of Port Angeles. Tomorrow's gonna go drop down to 5 to 10. Leaving tomorrow early in the morning with the idea tomorrow night, late at night, to around Cape Flattery and head on south. Weather offshore is memorable, ugly, nuts. Some people call it some other stuff. But we have a good weather window to run south along the coast, maybe all the way down to San Francisco. Then I'm gonna stop somewhere and do oil change in the main engine. We can do it underway. I've done it 6 times underway in this boat, but we'll stop somewhere, do oil change in the main. Top off fuel tank. She has good 5,000 mile range if we don't push her. So we have twice more fuel than we need to get to Hawaii, but why not have extra fuel? And then, weather permitting, we're gonna head on to Hawaii. Trip should take about 2 weeks, maybe a day or 2 more, because we're gonna extend the trip by a few hundred miles going along the coast from the beginning. Other than that, that's where she is. A lot of fishing gear on board. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. Everything, including like crop traps and things. Not that we're gonna need them, but we have a lot of electric reels, heavy fishing equipment for tuna, dorado, anything that hits the hooks. It's gonna be 3 of us on board, same crew that we deliver another Nordhavn 76 from Florida to Australia. Everybody's super familiar with this model boat. What can I say? Good boat, great boat. It should be fun delivery. I'll try to post pretty much every day of the trip. I hope it's a boring one. We want it boring. People that watch these videos want it anything but boring. So I hope it's boring for us, not boring for you guys. That's it. See you tomorrow with another video. Nordhavn 76, North Star. Delivery from Seattle to Hawaii. Engine room video. The heart of the engine room. Main engine, Detroit D60, 535 horsepower, somewhere there. Twin alternators, you can run on alternators alone. Backup propulsion, lugger, about 170 horsepower, I believe it is. Its own wing tank. Hydraulics in the back. Hydraulic reservoir with a big heat exchanger. Another hydraulic pump with electrical motor. This is for the 0-speed stabilization. Main engine transmission there. 20 kilowatt Norton lights. 32 kilowatt Norton lights. Full fuel manifold. An oil change system. Dual Raycor filter in the main. Single Raycors. Same size, same kind, thank you, for the generators. Easy to keep inventory and filters. Fuel polishing, fuel filter. Orange gizmo. It's electrical shut-off valve for the main engine tanks. 1,400 gallon main engine tank here. Another 1,400 on the other side. 2x850 forward tanks and 100 gallon day tank. total is 4,600 something gallons on the boat. Easily we can do 5,000 miles with this boat with about 8 knots, and that's from experience. That's not a sugar-coated story. It's not the brochure. It's not some magazine. I have 5 trips with this boat between Hawaii here and here Hawaii. She does 5,000 miles. Nice doors. Dry stock with a nice suction blower in there, so it can extract the hot air directly from above the engine. This engine room stays cool. I like it. Cameras, of course. The boss probably is looking at me. Hi, boss. Bench, stainless steel. Sink, stainless steel. Tools, more tools in there. Board that I like to write down stuff that nobody reads. Full engine controls in there. It's nice. When you do oil changes, you can fire up over here. You can do oil changes on the fly, underway. We fire up usually the wing, run on the wing, shut down this. With the oil change system, we suck the oil from the main engine into a bucket. The orange bucket right in there. We have a few more of those. Then this white tank in there is 50 gallons of clean oil. We just flip another valve in here. Reverse the pump from suction to blow. Actually, it sucks still from the clean tank, but it pushes it into the main engine. Main engine oil change is about 5-minute job. By the way, this engine room hasn't been cleaned in more than 5 months, I believe. The boat came from Hawaii to here, then full season here in Seattle, Pacific Northwest. Now it's going to Hawaii. When it arrives in Hawaii, she will be detailed. And I don't know if you see this valve cover, but I will put a fingerprint right there. That's how clean she is. I love this boat. I have more than 10,000 miles on her. Zero problems always. Small little things here and there, like we had some issues with the steering system. She has very robust engine driven steering pump, backup generator steering pump, very robust steering system. And if you open up all the valves too much, you get too much flow on the steering system, then the seals will start dripping. That's what was the problem years ago. We discovered that the valves were letting way too much flow into the steering system, and the seals didn't like it. It took a little bit of adjustment, and that was it. Other than that, absolutely flawless boat. Again, what you see is what you get. We're leaving tomorrow for Hawaii. Nobody cleaned anything. Nobody organized anything. I didn't put all these filters in order to look nice and pretty like that. They just sit where they sit. That's how they're gonna cross the ocean. That's it. Oh, engine has 6,100 hours on the last oil change. Zero problems with this thing. Used to run a little bit cooler. Then they changed the thermostat. Now it runs around 175, 178, which is better for the engine. It doesn't, when it runs cool, it creates a lot of soot. A lot is a relative term, but it creates some soot when you put the thermostat on when you put the right thermostat. She runs flawlessly. Other than that, nice clean socks on. She has carpets in the engine room, but I usually on the long trips, I take the carpets off. I'm not a full-time guy here. I'm just the delivery captain. I deliver a lot of Nordhavns. I deliver a lot of other boats. This is one of my favorite ones, just because I'm familiar with it. I come over here and I know everything, what's where, just check a few things, fire up, off we go. That's about it. See you in the next video. Pilot house, instrumentation, navigation tools, engine controls, etc. on Nordhavn 76, the one that we're taking to Hawaii. Day number 1, we left Seattle 6 o'clock in the morning. Right now it's noon time. We'll start from left to right. Freshwater pump, freshwater tanks, 2 of them. Black water tank and pump, gray water tank and pump, Furuno controls, twin radar. Everything is pretty much double here, redundant. Twin radars, twin chart plotters, twin engines, one get home, one main, twin of pretty much everything. Wing engine controls, control for the radar, one autopilot, wing engine. Right now is off, so this doesn't matter. I push it forward so it's out of the way. Searchlight control, thrusters control, foghorn, main engine, gears and throttle, emergency manual control in case this thing quits working. We flip the switch and we keep on going with this. Second autopilot, of course we use one at a time only. Second Furuno, 1, 2, 3 screens. We can put multiple feeds over here. We have a forward-looking infrared. I can get it on this or this screen. Eco-pilot, rudder angle indicator, main switch, start-stop button with ignition key, wipers control, engine room cameras, and there's another 12 cameras around. I can get anything from upper deck, forward, aft, lower deck. The salon is there. You can see this, the entire boat pretty much from here. Right now I have engine room and steering system over here, and upper deck because of the dinghy. The rest of the cameras I don't really need them. One radio, second radio is up on the fly bridge, ABT. Hydraulic driven fin stabilizers, hydraulic windlasses, of course an iPad. These switches are obsolete. Up here, multi-data on the Furuno, satellite compass, main engine. This alternator right now drives the whole boat, 88.5 amp load and 24 volts. This is the main engine alternator. It's not doing anything because the battery charger is on over there. I shut down these battery chargers. The heat on the whole boat is coming from the 20 kilowatt generator right now, so I'm splitting the load between the alternators and the heating system, electric heaters. Main engine controls, we're running 1400 RPM, burning 9 to 10 gallons. Speed is 8.2 with about 0.5 of head current. Class A AIS, barometer, wind, hydraulic system control, fuel valve control, navigational lights, pump monitor, ventilation, bilge pumps, water maker. That's the whole pilot house on a 76. Oh, twin chairs and a refrigerator. Very nice, very comfortable, good visibility, pretty much 180 degrees. If you want to look behind the boat, you gotta look either through that window over there. These are the cushions from the upper deck, or from back in here, or from the camera. From the camera you can see, I can move this camera up and down and you can see everything behind you. The plan is to run tonight to near bay, double check the weather. If the weather is good, we keep on going down south to either Crescent City, no river bar to cross over there, or even further south to Bodega, Half Moon Bay, or Monterey, and change the main engine oil, and then head on to Hawaii. Weather for tonight is gonna be 5 or 10 on the nose. Tomorrow light and variable. Wednesday noon to Wednesday night we're gonna have 25, 27 knots on the nose. We're gonna be a little bit short of we should be near Coos Bay to Cape Blanco area, somewhere there. So we got to push through this weather for 6-7 hours. Then south of Cape St. George is it's gonna be nice. It should be nice. That's the forecast. And then south of Mendocino is light winds, 5 knots from everywhere. Typical winter weather. It's not in the middle of the winter right now, but we are getting already this major weather systems. 50 knots yesterday, 45 knots right here yesterday. We're gonna have 15-17 foot swell tomorrow afternoon, which means all the river bars will be closed. So we have 100 miles to Near Bay and another 400 miles from Near Bay or Cape Flattery down to Crescent City. 2.5 day run with closed bars, so most likely no places to stop, which is very, very common for this area this time of the year. Boat is full of fuel, full of water, full of everything, performing beautifully, 0 problems right now. I mean, for 6 hours, but no surprises. We pushed the buttons this morning, fired up, everything went nice and smooth, off we went. We'll see how the plan's gonna work. Plan will change regardless of what we do right now, what plans we make. The weather forecast will change, so the plan will change, but as of right now we're running non-stop to at least Crescent City, about 500 miles away from here. We're gonna push 1400 RPM, so we'll be a little bit over 8 knots boat speed. So 200 miles per day, I would call it 2.5 days, and we should be in Crescent. That's it for now. Wait for more videos.